Topic 2 this week. We're going to jump into the video game news of the week.
Fuck.
I got a pile of junk here. You ready?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm just trying to make my picture bigger, but I can't figure it out. Whatever.
All right. So first of all, Fire Emblem Nintendo Direct. We're going to skip the Switch talk this week. Talk a little bit of Fire Emblem. Have you ever played Fire Emblem? Do you know anything about Fire Emblem?
Yeah, I played Awakening.
You did?
Yeah, I didn't beat it, but I really enjoyed it. I
Okay.
ended up selling it because it was worth a lot of money for some reason, and I
Right.
was kind of broke at the time. But it was like a rare game. Like when I went to sell it, they were like, "Oh, nobody has this," and like it was like I had bought it for $40, and they still wanted to give me like $35 for it or something.
Wow.
So yeah, it was.
But you liked the time you spent with it.
But I did, yeah. I really liked it. I wish I hadn't sold it. I'd almost like to buy it again.
So Nintendo had another Direct, and basically it was just focused on Fire Emblem. Basically they had a whole bunch of news in there. There's going to be another 3DS Fire Emblem game coming out. I forget what it's called. There's going to be a Switch version, which isn't titled yet, but they just announced that yes, Switch Fire Emblem's coming next year. They said 2018. And then there's Fire Emblem Heroes, which is like or Fire Emblem Warriors, I mean, which is like what they've done with Zelda and Dragon Quest, where they turn one of those, everybody calls them Musos, the Dynasty Warriors kind of games with Fire Emblem characters. And then finally they talked about their mobile game, which is Nintendo's third game for cell phones, is Fire Emblem. And
including Pokemon Go? Oh, no, that was Miitomo Mario.
Yep. So the cell phone game looks pretty sweet, to be honest.
It does look sweet.
Yeah, like I definitely was excited about it, and then at the end I kind of got bummed out that it's a free-to-play model, that
Right.
It seems like there's some gems or something that hook your characters, give them super moves and whatnot, and those you can buy them with money. So as with anything, go ahead.
That's not a killer, though. I mean, depends how they do it.
Correct.
If it's pay to win, then yeah, fuck it. But if it's if that's just bonus stuff that makes you level up quicker or something, but it's still a fun game without it, then cool.
Then cool.
You know?
Yeah, right. No, I'm with you. I'm exactly with you. I for sure will download that day one and check it out. And if it's cool, then awesome. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the next thing is that the third expansion for the Division was announced. It's called Last Stand, and it's a PvP mode that's not the Dark Zone. So kind of what I thought from the start is
Wait, what? I was reading Dirk's text.
Division.
Okay.
Expansion 3. It's called Last Stand. And
Right.
PvP mode that's not the Dark Zone. So basically, our crew goes in and has objective-based missions versus other crews, which Division should have had from day one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So hopefully that'll be cool.
Yeah.
I feel like it can be. And I feel like, especially after this week, our posse is pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. I'm up to 256 now.
Yeah, we got a maxed out group of level 4, or of 4 of us who I think we could do some damage in PvP. So yeah, I'm excited for that. The next bit of news was Shovel Knight, man. Holy crap, Shovel Knight. They announced this past week all this stuff, what I'm about to tell you, everything on here. If you own Shovel Knight, this is all free. Everything is free. So as you know, they've come out with a awesome expansion called Plague of Shadows that was free to everybody where you're Plague Knight. So coming out in April is Spectre of Torment, where you're Spectre Knight. When that happens, they're changing Shovel Knight's title to be called Shovel Knight Treasure Trove, and then that will be comprised of 4 things. Shovel of Hope, which is the original game, Plague of Shadows, Spectre of Torment, and then the fourth game, which is going to be about King Knight, and they don't have a title for it yet. So all those are going to be separate campaigns. They're adding a 4-player battle mode, an online versus 4-player mode where you pick different knights and battle each other. Yep. They're adding 2-player co-op on PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 for the regular game. So pick your different knights and go through. They're adding body swap mode where you can play through all the games as any of the knights. It won't change the gameplay in the way that Plague of Shadows did, but you can be all the knights. And then they're adding sound test mode. That soundtrack's awesome, right?
Yeah.
And so it's basically you can just play through the soundtrack if you want to on your PS4 or whatnot. So all that stuff, free.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, if you bought this game,
how much does the game cost? $20?
Yeah, something like that. It was $20 or whatever. So they did announce in this. They said that this spring the price is going to go up because of all the stuff on it. But everything's included for free. You know what I mean? It's a one. It's not nickel and diming you with a bunch of different things. But the total package is going to be more expensive if you wait to buy it. So FYI for everybody out there, if you're an old school gamer, if you liked Mega Man when you were younger, absolute must buy. Go out and get Shovel Knight today before the price goes up.
Yeah, I got to pick it back up again. Play through it at least with Shovel Knight.
Yeah, right. You can beat that first game in like 4 hours.
If you can get past them motherfuckers.
You can do it. You can do it. You just gotta be. You gotta have the eye of the tiger. You gotta be dedicated. You gotta sit down and say, okay, I'm not stopping playing this until I make it through this level, and you'll get through them for sure. They're not as hard as like the old school games were. You know what I mean? They're definitely hard, but they're not like the games of old that they draw their inspiration on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Shovel Knight, everybody, I can't say it enough. For $20 or whatever, if you like those old games, it's great, really great. And then the other thing I just want to go through is a bunch of games being released this week. So starting this past Friday, Gravity Rush 2, and then coming up on Tuesday here, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, because it's Square and they got to have some whacked out long title. Resident Evil 7, Tales of Berseria, the Turing test. Have you heard of the Turing test?
No.
So it's been PC only, and everybody who plays it says that they compare it to Portal. They say it's that kind of you're in a system where you're in a place where there's a computer that's trying to make you do tests. But everybody says that it's incredible. They say that something happens in the story that they don't want to spoil and stuff that's just like jaw dropping to everybody. So that's coming to PS4 and Xbox, and then Yakuza 0. With the longtime Yakuza series is, the GTA of Japan, basically. So all that stuff comes out. It's a pretty big week here for all these games that are happening.
Yeah, I think the one I'm most psyched for is probably Gravity Rush 2. I want to play that. It looks awesome, and like people say it's the best superhero movie or superhero game ever, as far as feeling like you have powers and stuff. And I mean, it seems sweet. And I never played the first one, but there's so many games. I mean, you got that Final Fantasy, Last Guardian, Resident Evil.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. So
pick one of them.
And all the reviews I started seeing of Resident Evil, it's got a 86 on Metacritic right now, which that's high for Metacritic for sure. Metacritic. And everybody's saying that apparently the PSVR mode works and is not making people sick like you would assume it would. With
Resident Evil?
Yeah. Yep. So we'll see if that can kind of turn the tides there.
Right.
Of the PSVR anyway. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, that's the comic book news for the week. Or I'm sorry, that's the video game news for the week. So yeah.